What if the sun disappeared for 5 seconds? Imagine this. You wake up on a normal morning. Sunlight pours through your window. The sky is blue. Birds are singing. The world feels safe. And then, without warning, the sun disappears, not explodes, not fades. It simply vanishes. What would happen to Earth? Would we die instantly? How long would humanity survive? Let's break it down. Second by second, the first 8 minutes, nothing happens. Here's the strange part. If the sun suddenly disappeared, we wouldn't know right away. Sunlight takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. That means for over 8 minutes, everything would look completely normal. The sky would remain bright. Shadows would still fall on the ground. Airplanes would still fly. People would still scroll on their phones. Because information, even gravity, cannot travel faster than light. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, if the sun vanished, its gravitational pull would also take 8 minutes to switch off. So for 8 peaceful minutes, Earth would continue orbiting something that no longer exists. Minute 8, darkness falls. Then it happens. The light from the sun stops arriving. The sky instantly turns black. Not sunset, not twilight. Total cosmic darkness. Stars appear in the middle of the day. The moon goes dark. It only shines because it reflects sunlight. Without the sun, it becomes a cold, invisible rock. Every planet in the solar system goes dark. Humanity would look up and see the universe as it truly is. A deep black ocean filled with distant stars. But the real catastrophe begins seconds later. 8 minutes and a few seconds. Earth is released. When the gravitational news arrives, Earth is no longer pulled toward the sun. Instead of orbiting, our planet would fly off in a straight line at about 30 kilometers per second. There would be no violent jolt, no massive earthquake. Earth would simply drift into deep space. We would become a rogue planet, a lonely world wandering between the stars. The first hour, global panic. Within an hour, astronomers would confirm the impossible. The sun is gone. Power grids begin to fail. Solar energy systems shut down instantly. Satellites dependent on sunlight malfunction. The temperature wouldn't drop immediately. Oceans and atmosphere store heat. But cooling has begun, and it will not stop. The first week, the freezing begins. Within days, global temperatures would start falling dramatically. After 1 week, Earth's average temperature could drop below freezing. Plants would stop photosynthesis immediately. Crops begin to die. The global food chain starts collapsing. The world is permanently night. No sunrise, no warmth, no light. 1 month later, oceans start to freeze. Within months, the surface of the oceans begins to freeze. But here's something surprising. The oceans wouldn't freeze solid right away. Earth's core still produces heat. Under thick ice layers, deep ocean water could remain liquid for hundreds or even thousands of years. Life near hydrothermal vents, ecosystems that do not rely on sunlight, could survive far longer than humanity. 1 year later, underground civilization, surface life would be mostly extinct. Humanity's only chance would be underground shelters, powered by nuclear reactors, geothermal energy, fossil fuel reserves. Cities would move below the surface. But modern civilization was never designed to survive without the sun. Food production becomes nearly impossible. Ecosystems collapse. Supply chains disappear. Within a few years, most human life would likely end. 10 years later, a frozen world. After a decade, Earth's surface temperature could drop to minus 40 degrees Celsius or lower. Carbon dioxide begins freezing out of the atmosphere. Eventually, even oxygen could liquefy in extreme cold. Earth becomes an ice-covered sphere drifting through interstellar space. No weather, no clouds, no blue sky, just darkness. 100 years later, silent and alone. After a century, our planet would be nearly unrecognizable. A frozen crust kilometers thick covers the oceans. The atmosphere is thin and partially frozen. From far away, Earth would look like a dark, cold marble, no longer orbiting a star. Unless intelligent life survives underground, civilization is gone. Human history becomes a brief flicker in cosmic time. Could anything survive? Surprisingly, yes. Microbial life, near deep-sea hydrothermal vents, could survive for millions of years. Bacteria kilometers beneath Earth's crust, organisms that feed on chemical energy rather than sunlight, might continue living long after surface extinction. Life does not depend entirely on the sun, but complex life does. And civilization absolutely does. The bigger perspective, in reality, the sun cannot simply disappear. Our star has about 5 billion years before it becomes a red giant. It will not vanish overnight. But imagining this scenario reveals something profound. Every human achievement, every war, every invention, every love story exists because a star 150 million kilometers away continues to burn. We are completely dependent on a giant sphere of nuclear fusion. Without it, Earth is just another frozen rock drifting through infinity. The final thought: if the sun disappeared, we wouldn't die instantly. We would have 8 quiet minutes. 8 minutes of peace. 8 minutes where the world looks perfectly normal, but is already doomed. Then the darkness would come, not with an explosion, not with a sound, but with silence. A silence that would last for billions of years. And in that silence, one final question remains. Have we ever truly understood how fragile our existence is?